I'm Josh.
And I'm Jared.
And this is Wolf's Hollow Survival. Stay tuned for our Tuesday tech tips. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
So excited.
First shot.
Hello everybody, I'm Josh with Wolf's Hollow Survival. Jared is on the cam. Say hi, Jared.
Hello.
And today we're going to be doing our first tech tip video. We release a video every Friday, and we wanted to do something a little shorter because all of our videos we sit there and kind of talk and we laugh, and we hope that you guys enjoy those. If they're a little bit too long for you, then these are definitely the videos to watch. For sure, but we encourage you to watch our longer videos because there's some funny stuff in there. But anyway, so Tuesdays we're going to be uploading our Tuesday tech tips, and this week we are going to show you how we start fires with some of our favorite stuff. I'm not going to show it to you just yet. It's pre-picked. And there's some rocks right here, so we're gonna take some of these rocks and we're gonna set up a pit. Okay, bear with us. We climbed up on top of a hill, which was actually a little bit of a fun feat. Never mind. Fuck that. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Alright, bear with us. It's a little bit windy up on top of this hill, so if you can't hear me, I do apologize. We climbed up on top of a hill. We found a spot. We grabbed some rocks. The best thing to do is find some rocks to make you a little bit of a fire pit if they're available. If they're not available, anything to dig out a fire pit, like a piece of wood, you can scrape out a fire pit. Make sure that if you're around a lot of pine, there's a lot of this duff everywhere. There's not much up here because it's all washed away. But you got to get down to dirt. If you're in the duff, that stuff can smolder for days. It can light back on fire and then you got issues. Make sure there's no roots either because that can do the same thing. Okay, so we cleared a little spot. We found some flat rocks too. So if you're in a survival situation, flat rocks work awesome because you can set them down and build your fire on top of them. That way, if you gotta cook, you can use this to cook. You can move the ashes away and these will be hot still. Okay, so we made a little bit of a ring, not too much. We want to try and block that wind just a little bit. And if you can build this up a little bit, it'll actually help reflect the heat back to you. Okay, so we've got some pine cones, which will make for an ideal bottom. You don't want to try and build your fire on top of a wet surface because it'll just suck the moisture into your fire and your fire will die. Now, we've got some sticks that we just broke off of this tree, and then we've got some smaller stuff. The smaller you can get it, the better at first, because it'll help your fire go. So we got a bunch of this stuff. If you're in a survival situation, it's always nice to have this stuff right here. So that way when you light your fire, you can immediately put it over here, and then you don't have to stumble around for it and have that fire go out. What I have with me are two of our favorite things to start fires with. And we actually found half of this, which is funny because we were walking out here and we found some birch bark So we really like birch bark and dryer lint. Dryer lint works really well. So I'm going to set my dryer lint right here. What I'm going to do with this birch bark is you want as much surface area as possible. So take that, wad it up in your hands, and make it into a ball, kind of tear it apart a little bit. That way, it'll light on fire a lot quicker that way. And especially with the way that we're about to do it. And I'll light both of these on fire, but I'll keep them separate. Alright, so my hatchet has a knife in it, and my fire starter's in my back pocket. I have a fire steel. It's a nice big one. I think it's about 5 inches long. I think it's half an inch in diameter, which is nice because if you get the small ones, they wear out really fast. So this one's not too bad. It throws sparks pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our fire steel down into that ball, and I'm gonna pull up like this with the fire steel. So that way my knife scrapes all those sparks down into the birch bark. It's a little too airy. Oh, almost. Pretty close. There we go. That birch bark burns really nice. And then I want you to put your sticks right on the top of that. And what's nice about the pine cones is that they're really nice and dry. So using them as a base to your fire on top of that rock, those light on fire, and it's more fuel. And this feels really awesome because I just fell in the mud. And then once this starts getting built up a little bit, we can go ahead and add our bigger stuff, which I'm not going to do right now. But I've got some right here, and this will kind of give you a little bit of coals, so that you can venture off and find some bigger stuff if you're not able to. If it's an emergency, then make sure that you get enough heat so that you're not having hypothermia out there or anything like that. Not bad for a fire. This right here is a bunch of dryer lint, and I always save my dryer lint for when I go out because I love making fires with it. You don't need a whole god-awful amount. And because we're in wet clay, I made a base of dry wood so you're not sucking up all that moisture. So we're going to take our fire steel, we're going to put it down into there, and we're going to pull back. See? And see how easy it lights up? Super awesome. It doesn't burn that great. So if it lights really, really easy, but you need to have your sticks and stuff ready to go. And they need to be small stuff so they catch on fire easy. But how many fires have we started with? dryer length, Jared? What do you think?
Mm,
A whole boatload?
yeah, you couldn't count on your fingers and toes.
See, so this isn't that bad. Because I've got small pencil lead size stuff in with the bigger stuff. And this is actually burning pretty good. I think it's pretty dry, so that's really nice. So there you have it. That wraps it up for this Tech Tip Tuesday. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and also we're going to be posting these on YouTube next week.
Do we want to give that away?
Why not? Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, that's your idea. Why don't you take it?
Okay, I think what we're going to do next is something on concealment. Just kind of something to not do, we'll just say.
A not do video?
Yeah. Just a tip on what not to do when concealing.
Okay. So, next week, Tech Tips. Join us on Tuesday for Tuesday's Tech Tips with
Wolf's Hall Survival.
See you guys.
Adios.